Welcome back to Helos and Homies. I'm here with my dear friend Gerb, high school friend. How are you, Gerb?
Hello, guys. Sup, everyone watching at home or listening in the car.
All right, so...
It's good to be here. Good to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming, lad. For those who don't know, when Helos started, Joe was my right-hand man.
Yes, I remember the first, time you mentioned it. We were in, business.
Yeah.
And,
with Randall.
Yeah, and it was, Athletics Day coming up.
Yeah.
And you were like, all right, we're going to Wentworth Falls to do, a shoot. Do you want to come?
In Tom's Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that was fun. That was a good day.
Yeah.
It's probably still, to this day, my favourite Helos shoot.
Yeah.
So
that was mad fun. Yeah, that was one in the Benning Hospital, if you know, you know, up at Wenning Falls.
Can't go there now, but...
Yeah, no, fuck that. But for those who don't know, Jerb is a DJ or formerly designer as well, still designing, eh?
No, I still do graphic design, but, I'm just trying to get a full-time job in it.
Yeah.
It's the hardest part about the industry is just, trying to get your first job.
Yeah.
But, once you're in it,
you're sweet. Yeah.
So, yeah, I graduate from uni next Wednesday. I'm pretty much done.
Yeah.
So, graduate next Wednesday and then...
Certificate and gown.
Yeah.
Graduation, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think DJing just came about,
Came out of nowhere, eh?
I remember, the first time I touched decks was when I went on, an Airbnb trip with some of the other boys. And,
Blaz?
Yeah. So,
shout out Blaz.
Yeah,
and Far.
Dan, Far.
All the boys.
All the horns. They, yeah, so one of them bought decks and I was just on it for hours, literally just sitting there by myself, even just, playing around with it.
Yeah.
And, I just fell in love with it, eh? I've always wanted to, be up on, a stage,
Yeah, doing something entertaining.
Yeah, just being in front of a crowd.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that
it's
came
crazy.
about.
It's crazy you say that because we literally went on a trip to the bush.
Yeah.
Over New Year's, and you got Ned into it.
Yeah, and I feel like...
And Ned just sat there, just listening to you for hours one night.
I was, watching myself.
Yeah, it's kind of cool,
when I first did it.
Yeah.
So, it was good to teach Ned. And, it's so fun. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
It's just great.
Yeah, music makes well go around, yeah.
I love it.
For those who, I feel like when people say, oh, they're a DJ, they expect, you to play, Pop Smoke remixes at ODs and Panthers.
Nah.
But, you're more,
So...
You started off D&B, eh?
No, so... I started, I love... I don't know if many people know him, but, More Grab.
Yeah.
So, he was, one of the first artists that, I...
Explain More Grab to people.
More Grab's just, a house and techno producer, DJ. I fell in love with him pretty quickly. And, ever since then, just... you discover heaps of good artists.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how that came about.
Yeah.
But,
what other inspirations in music you got?
I mean, now it's, I've found sort of, my sound.
Yeah.
So
What would you say it is?
I love... some of my influences come from, X Club and Kedema.
Yeah.
I don't know if many people know about them, but... Yeah, they're probably my main two influences. Skin on Skin, especially.
Yeah.
They do, a lot of rap-heavy sort of...
Samples. Yeah. Because you got that.
Well, yeah.
You know,
I started off...
You know what it is? The
Yeah,
Wiz Khalifa samples
It's
cracker.
probably one of my biggest songs. So, yeah, I produced, by the way. I don't think we mentioned that.
Yeah.
But, I think most people would know that. But, yeah, the way producing came was, me and Far went halves in Ableton.
Yeah.
And,
Ableton's a software for people listening.
Yeah, music production software. And, dude, the first time I jumped on it, I had no clue.
It's heaps to take in, eh?
I'm pretty much pretty much self-taught. I've learned so much along the way because I've been doing it now for probably 3 years, I think maybe. So, I've learned so much along the way, and you just get better every time you jump on it. That's the main thing. You just got to keep practicing. You don't make a hit overnight.
Yeah.
I've spent countless of hours just trying to, do random shit on it.
Yeah.
But, that's how that came about. So,
what do you enjoy more, producing or DJing?
Definitely DJing because, you get to play your tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love producing as well because, you never know when you sit down, you never know what you're gonna end up with by the end of the session. So, yeah.
What's the goal with DJing, lad?
eventually, play at big shows. Ever
Like
since
what? What was that thing called? Strawberry Fields?
Strawberry or pitch. Like
Yeah.
I would love to play at pitch.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Strawberry Fields
Yeah.
is like a camp in Dilfin, Melbourne.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Big
of them
bush
in
stuff.
Melbourne. Like since I've moved to Melbourne, like that's one of the main things like I've seen is how many like bush stuffs there are.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts. There's always just like an event on, which
Yeah.
is good because it's getting new artists and
Yeah.
stuff involved with that too, which is like something that I like to see. Like I like to see like new artists come about.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. Now, so would you say, what would you rather, tour Europe or tour Australia?
Oh, I'd definitely start off with home.
Yeah.
Would love to.
In Sydney, one spot you'd like to play at.
Oh, I don't know.
And all the boys get to come.
I'd love to play at Lost Sundays.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's the only real like sort of good event.
What about Chinese Laundry?
No.
No.
That's not really my scene. Like, I mean, you could play at Chinese.
Yeah.
But like
that'd be heaps of fun.
I mean,
On the top part during the day.
the
You know what I'm
crowd
talking
would
about?
be sort of whack.
Yeah. Now,
18-year-olds.
all right. So now we've gone through the DJ, we've gone through the designing. I know all these things, right?
Mm.
And I know about your life. You're raised in New Zealand, same areas
Yeah.
formerly before that. What's the life of Gerb? Run people through it, lad. How did Gerb get to this point?
I was born in.
Shout out Leanne.
Shout out Leanne. Shout
Yeah.
out Mum. Hi,
Yeah.
Mum. I was born in Penrith, and we lived in St Mary's until I was like, I think I was 6.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty close with my family. So I lived with my nan and pop, and then 2 houses down, my uncle and my auntie lived there.
Yeah.
And across the road, my old nan lived there.
Yeah.
So my great nan.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like a little triangle of houses in St Mary's.
And then you moved to New Zealand at what age? Like 12.
Yeah. So we moved to the mountains first. So I moved there in year 2. Met all of my friends.
Met
that I
Harry
know
Youngman.
now. Yeah, Harry Youngman was like my first best friend.
Shout out Haz. I know you're listening. I get your
Still
feedback
good
on the
friends.
pods. Yeah.
So yeah. Then in year 6, like my stepdad was like, "We're moving to New Zealand," and I was like, "Shit, all right." So I was pretty nervous at first because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna meet like friends or anything.
Yeah.
But no, it worked out. Like it was one of them. Yeah, it was one of my favorite things about my life.
Where'd you live in New Zealand? Wasn't it like East
So
Auckland
I
or
lived
something?
in Auckland. Went to high school there. Completely different vibe
Yeah.
to like school here.
What would you say the biggest differences you noticed from like, we went to St. Columbus, but like what would you say the biggest differences are from like schools in the mountains, like Western Sydney to like...
I mean, it's still the same, but
Kiwi.
it's more like in New Zealand, it's more like you would die for your school, sort of like
Yeah, right. Yeah.
vibe.
A lot
to
more
it.
patriotism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, because rugby is so big over there, so
Yeah.
on weekends, like all your friends would go down to like watch rugby or whatever sports on it, like the main field.
Yeah.
That your school has. I remember because I used to play football as well, so I wanted to be like a professional footballer.
Yeah.
Excuse me. When I was younger, so I would play rep football. So I played for like a club and my school.
Yeah.
Because over there you don't play really for a club, you play for a school.
Yeah.
But if you play for a club, you play rep.
Yeah.
So I played rep football for like 4 years.
Yeah. Who'd you verse? There's a few names in there, isn't there?
One of my
Sarpreet Singh is one of them, isn't it? Did you verse him?
I versed him I think once.
Yeah.
He played for Onehunga, so
For those who don't know, Sarpreet Singh is Wellington Phoenix kid, half Indian, half Kiwi.
yeah.
And owned
Plays
like
for Bayern now.
owned by Bayern Munich at this current point in time. Hopefully soon playing for him on that left edge.
Yeah. So I versed like all different teams. Like my coach was from like Malaga.
Yeah, it's
He
mad.
was like, I forgot what he did there, but he wasn't like the head coach or anything.
Yeah.
But he was on the staff there. So Juan Roman, shout out to Juan if you're listening. But he was a good bloke, Spanish bloke. Played like tiki-taka style.
Yeah.
But just didn't really work out. Like our team was pretty good, but we weren't the best. But
Yeah.
that club now is like one of the best in New Zealand.
What club?
Eastern Suburbs.
Yeah, right. Because Auckland's a big one, eh?
So it's like Auckland City, Wellington, and our eastern suburbs, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, mad. Yeah, so then at what age, it would have been like, as your best mate, it would have been like, what, 15, 16? You're always into photography.
Yeah.
And then you come over and you're still into photography. And then at some point, like as we were finishing school, design came about. And then design led into DJing, hey?
So when I was 14, my dad bought me a DSLR.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with photography. I feel like photography is like the first step to like sort of
creativity industries.
Getting
creative industries.
Creativity. But yeah, so when I left school, I already knew what I was going to do. I was just going to do design.
Yeah.
Because I loved the aspect of just like creating something and like seeing it on like a billboard or something.
Yeah.
Like, that was like one of my main goals. Over time it's changed. So
yeah.
I want to work for like an agency and work on like, I want to be like a branding consultant.
Yeah.
So someone that sits down with like a startup and they're like, oh, like we want to pay you money to like build a brand for us and like you go through the process. Like that's what I love. I just love the process.
Have you done any of that stuff yet?
I did like when I was freelancing, I did one company in WA.
Yeah.
They're called Frontrunner, so they do like audio, lighting, and stuff for events. That was pretty cool. But besides that, like, I mean, it's kind of hard when you're freelancing because like a brand isn't going to come to you unless you have work. So I don't have a lot of work. I've done like a lot of gig posters and stuff. Yeah. Because I was really interested in that. Like a lot of like psychedelic sort of art. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of a phase there, eh? Yeah, it was a good way to express yourself, I reckon. Yeah. Through visuals. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I got into that, but yeah, I mean the main goal for me is just to work in an agency, but it's a long process. Yeah, heaps long. You gotta work your ass off. Yeah. So, right, we talked about the design stuff. That's all fun and games. Let's go music. Yeah. I wrote this down. I don't know I actually don't know your answer to this. What's your top 5 artists of all time across all industries? I mean, that's a tough one because I've got so many, and like I used to listen to a lot of rap. Like that's how we connected through grime. I gotta say this because I want to start a music business in Australia. This man sitting next to me, and this will get clipped in when we're fucking 30 and sitting in a mansion. This man next to me was at my house after a game it would have been year 10. You played at Summer Haze and then you came back to mine. Yeah. And he showed me Stormzy Part 4 Cypher. Yeah. And he apologized for like farting or something. He does something stupid in that. Wicked Skangman Part 4. Part 4. No. Stormzy. I was like, that's a bit too personal. No, yeah, Stormzy. That's like the end part. Like it's heaps funny. Yeah. But yeah, you showed me that. And I'd already had a bit of UK, and then you and I both at like similar times were like picked up on Dave. So I remember listening to Thiago Silva for the first time, and dude, Dave. Oh, you know where we were? AFL Grand Final was on, and me, you, Owen, James were in the city. Yeah, but I remember on the train home. Yeah, but I remember the first time I showed you. Yeah, I still remember it. It's like a vivid memory. So I woke up and I was like getting ready to go to school, and I was like on my Spotify. And this Thiago Silva song was on there. I was like, oh, Oath, I love Thiago Silva. And I listened to it. I was like, holy shit, this is mad. And I was like, straight up, I was like, dude, I got to show you this song when I get to school. And I remember showing you that. And then yeah, that's that. But I mean, I listened to grime a lot when I was in New Zealand because over there it's just like Little Britain, really. Yeah, over there, mixed with like a little America. Yeah. So. Over there, they love they used to love grime. Well, it's funny because like grime fits into like your DJing as well because it all comes from garage. Yeah, like all influence comes from garage. Yeah. So many genres of music. And like the techno industry, like there's a lot of rap heavy samples now being used. Yeah, like, especially from the artists. It's like our generation growing up with rap, then making music in other genres. Yeah. But anyway, back to your question of top 5 artists. I mean. Coming in at 5 would probably be there's a producer down in Melbourne called Sam Alfred. Yep. he's nuts. He's like our age. Like he's on the rise.
Yeah.
Like his music's like pretty good.
Yeah.
4. Man, probably more Gerb.
Right.
I mean, he got me into techno and stuff.
Yeah, the inspo.
But
yeah.
I love other people's music more.
3.
Definitely probably Skin on Skin.
Yeah.
Like close mates. It's like weird because like
they're your friends.
Like that group of like artists. Like
Yeah.
Pretty much like the biggest techno
Yeah.
artists. Like not the biggest, but like in that sort of sound. Like they're like the top 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then X Club and Kedema would
Yeah.
be number 1.
Yeah, fucking
So
hell.
I mean, it's hard to say top 5, but like I love them all.
So that's your current top 5.
But they're definitely like who like I want to sort of like make my music around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want to make music like them.
Yeah.
Essentially.
What would you say my top 5 are?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't really listen to a lot of fucking rap anymore. So.
No, but they would, if it's top 5, they wouldn't be new
one
guys.
is obviously Dave.
Yeah, I love Dave.
Man, I love
Dave's
Dave.
my friend. Dave's my friend. You see the voice message I sent him this week?
Yeah, on your
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw that.
Yeah, because he said back when I met him in 2018, he was like, when you touch England, I got you. So I followed up on the promise. I'll be there in 3 months.
Man, after Splendor, I like didn't listen to Dave. Me and Dave had beef.
Yeah.
So I practiced Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Not even joking, before I went to Splendor for like a month straight.
That was before Alex, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But because when I went to his first show at Oxford and Sydney, like he brought up someone.
Yeah.
And that was before Alex. And I was like, oh, Oath, he must do that every show.
Alex at Glastonbury is a reference here.
Yeah. So, and then I was like, that's it. Like, I'm going to practice because I could easily like.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I think we all could, eh?
Yeah. I mean, I practiced for a month straight in my lounge room, just like.
The AJ part, yeah.
It's like going hard in the lounge room as well. And anyway, I went to Splendor. We went, I was at the front with Dave.
In a PSG shirt?
No, I was in my DHL jumper.
Oh.
So I was wearing bright so he could see me.
Yeah.
And I was going to take it off on stage.
Yeah.
But it was like, smart.
Yeah.
So like, anyway, I was at the front. Thiago Silva, like everyone was just like, Thiago. Like,
fuck yeah.
He was like, all right, I'll play it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is it. And like I was looking at him and he was looking at me. And he was like, who wants to come up on stage with me, bro? And then I was like, me. Anyway, bro, I dead set. Like, he was just looking straight into my eyes. And I was like, holy shit, this is it.
Yeah, this is my moment.
Anyway, I was like rapping the words, like, and he was like, And then, like, bro, not even joking, the guy in front of me, because he was wearing a Thiago Silva shirt, got chosen.
Crazy.
Man.
Who else would be in my top 5?
Sucks,
you reckon?
Bro, and the guy wasn't even good. Bro,
wait, that was like at the Sydney show that I went to and I met your mate from uni.
Which one?
Small Lebanese bloke, and he had a bald head, and he comes up to me and told me, he goes, you know Gerb? It's like, I know Gerb. Yeah. I forget his name, but...
Bishoy.
Yeah, Bishoy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, shout out Bishoy. But who else you reckon would be in my top 5?
Oh, man, fuck, I don't know.
Tom, you got a guess?
Mac Miller?
That's close. Fuck, that's up there.
Mac Miller's a good one.
What'd you say? Jay-Z?
Oh, Jay-Z, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Bizer, what do you got for me? In my top 5? Nah. Not Kanye. Can appreciate everything he's done, but I'm not on the train.
Fuck, man, I don't know. I don't listen.
Chilling it? Unfortunately not.
Chilling it, bro. If Chilling it was in your top 5, you got problems, bro. I mean, fucking hell.
God bless him. He reminds me of Chief.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what your top 5 would be. But like, I know if you like told me, I'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so who's your top 5?
It'd go Dave. No, in no particular order. Dave, Joey Badass, Jay-Z, Pot of Paper. Fuck, I don't even know, I don't even know who'd be the 5th. Pot of Paper. Fuck. Who would be the 5th? Joey Badass, Biggie, for sure.
Oh, yeah, Biggie.
Yeah.
All right.
But Mac Miller's very close.
Yeah, Mac Miller's a good shot.
Yeah. J. Cole. A$AP Rocky's my next one. I love A$AP Rocky.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
I really want to do like an A$AP sample one day.
Yeah. Get something out of the Live Love A$AP.
Yeah.
That's where you got to get the samples out of.
Usually how it works, like you just like go to YouTube and like type in like the song that you want to sample.
Yeah.
Is that sometimes the whole acapellas are shit.
What is the process of sampling?
Oh, it's different for everyone, eh?
Yeah. What's yours?
Well, it depends what sort of vibe I'm trying to make, but I use like a lot of sample packs.
So people
like
package it up and like sell it.
Yeah, pretty much like different sounds, but they're not like rap samples.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's good ones on YouTube that are just like 8-minute videos of just like chopped up sounds. Yeah. And like you just pick a sound from that and chop it up and like put it into a track. I
noticed heaps of samples are from like the 1970s and 80s of like a lot of African American bands that had like were all singers. Mm-hmm. Heaps of samples come from that type of stuff. Yeah. Even like some of all the grime stuff we listen to is like the African scene within UK and Caribbean, I should say as well. And like in the early 2000s, and then they sample that. That goes into grime. Grime gets sampled, and now that's what we listen to.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, this is why I respect Skin on Skin so much, because his samples like just never miss.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like they never miss. Like he sampled that Scribe song.
Not many.
Bro, I didn't even know about that song,
I can't believe you didn't know.
And everyone was like, how do you not know that? And I was like, fuck.
Did you see I copped on TikTok for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's having a crack with me. I was like, look, dude, watch the podcast.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, I don't really listen to a lot of rap, but sorry.
So in New Zealand, you didn't hear about Scribe?
Dude, not at all there.
Yeah.
Not at all. Like, I mean, back then I was listening to a lot of different
array of shit,
even Flume. I was listening to Flume for a bit.
Say Flume's an inspiration?
Yeah, I mean, like, I used to fucking love Flume. I still do. But
my biggest thing about Flume that I can admire is he experiments with sounds, even though he's at the top of the game when it's easy to do radio hits.
I mean, he was very like still making pop music, but it's in his own style now.
But like a lot of artists go to that level and then just make pop radio. Yeah, yeah. But he's still like experiments with more sound.
Still doing his own shit. Yeah, I can respect that.
He's gone nuts, but.
Yeah, he's definitely deserves it. Like, I mean, that 2014 album, the self-titled one, like, that shit goes hard.
Fuck, that's such a throwback, eh? Remember on top?
Man,
and
like,
Sleepless?
that whole album, like, I can listen to that from start to finish.
Did you ever get into it, Flume? The 2014 album? That was the shit.
It goes hard, bro.
Yeah.
I remember
on top,
one of my mates showed me it. Jaden Fleming, the BMX.
Right? Yeah.
He's still doing well. He used to be the plug for all the music. Eh?
Yeah.
Like, we used to listen to, like, Just a Gent. He got me into electronic music, actually.
Yeah. Shout out Jaden Fleming.
Do you know Just a Gent?
Yeah.
They're from Newcastle. Yeah, we used to froth him, eh? We'd, like, send him emails.
Yeah.
He'd send me, like, we love your music, bro. And then he'd, like, reply back and we're like, no way. But, yeah, I don't know what he's doing now.
Yeah, fuck. I see he gets named at festivals and shit like that. You know what On Top by Flume reminds me of? Dino Kresinger at Wanderers. I used to make edits and put them on YouTube. Used to get a few thousand views. Dino Kresinger, Aaron Moy, Shinji Ono.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Fuck. Oh, Hersey.
Yeah.
Halidi. Now the A-League's so fucked up, but yeah.
Bro, I don't even watch today.
Yeah.
It sucks.
See Huddersfield? I know we're on the podcast right now, but Huddersfield won this morning. They're like a few points off Bournemouth.
Oh, yeah. Huddersfield. Shout out Huddersfield. I love Huddersfield. Huddersfield and Aston Villa are probably my two favourite teams in football.
Yeah. Huddersfield are going to push it.
Bro, I just love Aston Villa because I remember like back in the day I used to watch like this career mode on YouTube, and that's why I like sort of go from. And like my dad has that jersey that I used to wear. I mean, yeah, and it's just such a good club, eh?
Yeah, it's gone. Back into it. Oh, beautiful. Now.
My bad.
No. Sweet. Right.
So I had to get a water.
Yeah. Everyone, we had a water break. Now back to it. So last year, you're like, oi, fuck it, I'm going Melbourne. Why'd you go Melbourne? What's in Melbourne for you? What's in Melbourne for you? Shout out Tom.
Hate to admit it,
Melbourne citizen.
Sydney nightlife, bro.
Sydney nightlife's fucked up. It's horrible.
Man, it's just shit, eh? Like,
it's not horrible. You just need to find your scene, but some scenes are just not there.
There are good events. Like, as soon as I moved to Melbourne, like that Lost Sundays started to happen. Well, I mean, no, that's a lie. Started to happen last year. I went to the first one. Like, that's a fucking good event. Yeah. But it's on a Sunday, man. Like, you know, I understand the vibe.
Sunday sessions are bigger for uni students, but we never really had that life. For
me, like, personally, like, I guess it's shit for me. Yeah. It's not really that shit for everyone, but it's shit for me because, like, we live in the mountains, so we gotta, like, stress about, like, getting the early train back. Yeah. That's the problem. Like, if they had trains running all night...
Bro, if I lived in Eastern Sydney, I'd go out on Sundays happily.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
just depends on where you live. But for like what I'm into, like techno and stuff, like the scenes in Melbourne.
Yeah.
So
I'd say the same for like rap here. If you want to get into rap production, whatever it may be, you got to be in Sydney.
Oh, in Sydney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Melbourne's got some. They got HP boys, but that's about it. You come to Sydney, you can go chuck a feature on anything within 3 days if you know the right people. But it's like that with your scene. Yeah. You have to be in Melbourne, or not have to be.
And it's weird because
easier to be in Melbourne.
As soon as I moved, like I got a gig at a club.
Yeah.
That would never have happened if I didn't move.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I got a couple more shows lined up.
Yeah.
Which is mint. Playing at like a little techno festival soon.
Yeah, he sent that, but me and the boys are fucking overseas. Yeah. We would have come.
I mean, I would rather go, Tomorrowland's probably better than watching me. So.
Nah, yeah, but one day you'll perform at Tomorrowland.
Oh, man. Hopefully.
That'd be sick, eh?
That'd be nuts, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if Shaquille O'Neal can do it, like...
Yeah.
I could.
I like watching his sets.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, the scene's definitely in Melbourne for techno. It's just always stuff on, really.
Yeah, and how are you finding living in Melbourne, like as an actual place?
Dude, it's awesome, man. It's beautiful. Yeah. I love it. I miss home heaps, and I miss just like seeing my family and my friends and all that. So it's good to be down here today. But yeah, like Melbourne's so good. I love it.
What's like for most probably people listening that are thinking about like moving to Melbourne? Is there any, like what would you say major differences are from like living in Sydney to living in Melbourne?
Well, I've never really lived in the inner west, but
obviously we live in the mountains, Penrith area, but
the inner west was just a little bit too full on for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. I got a cough. My throat. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. I've been like,
it's alright.
Sickness. Feels illegal to cough though.
No, it's alright.
But yeah, the main differences would probably just be like, I don't know, it's the same really. Like you just go out every weekend and spend all your money and you're poor. So
yeah,
same shit.
No, I know that, but like people-wise in Melbourne, is there a difference?
Oh, dude, people in Melbourne, bro, are so accepting. Like you go out in Sydney and you got dudes like looking up at you like.
Nah, Sydney's most fucking judgmental place on earth.
Scary, bro. But like, I mean, the first time I went out in Melbourne, I almost got bashed by like a junkie. So
yeah.
He was like, "What's your tag, bro? What's your tag?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about, bro." He's like, "What's your graph?" And I was like, "Bro, what are you saying right now?"
Yeah.
And anyway, like I was like looking after Tom, because like Tomo was sick.
Yeah.
And he's like arcing me up, and I'm like, "Bro,
yeah."
I don't know. And then he was like, "No, what's your graffiti? I know you do it." And I was like, "Dude, I don't do graffiti. Sorry, bro."
No, you're right, mate. You're right.
Yeah, but that was scary, bro. I was like, dude, it's the first time out. Like, did I do the right thing in moving here, eh? But yeah. Besides that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's been mad.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I love it, eh?
Yeah.
It's so good.
What's next steps for Gerb?
Man, just keep grinding, eh? Like, need to get a full-time job. Currently work at Woolies. Don't really get a lot of shifts, which sucks.
Yeah.
Because I'm a hard worker.
Oh, yeah. Don't chip your tight. I'll vouch for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just want to keep working on production and getting better at that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like, bring out another EP.
Yeah. Talk about your EPs, bro. Talk about, like, your work so far.
Yeah. So far, I've got one EP out.
Rico?
Man, I loved making those songs, but it was so rushed, eh?
Yeah.
Just the whole thing, because I sort of wanted to get it done before I went back to uni.
Yeah.
So I sort of finished it in the uni break.
Yeah.
Some of the tracks on there, like, I still love, like, You Know What It Is in Rico.
Yeah, they're my favorites.
My favorite.
Yeah.
But, like, the other two, like, man, like, I still like them, but it just could have been, like...
Yeah, life of an artist, but you're always going to criticize yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been executed way better. But it's good that, like, I know that.
Yeah.
Because, like, I told myself this
awareness.
Year, like, told myself this year, like, man, I'm not going to rush anything. So, yeah, like, I do, like, a lot of edits on SoundCloud as well.
Yeah.
SoundCloud, bro, is, like, kind of better than Spotify.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, what I do.
Yeah, for DJing.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can just post anything you want.
Yeah.
Whereas Spotify, you got, like, all the copyright laws and
stuff.
I was scared when I released You Know What It Is, because, like, I thought it got taken down straight away. but it didn't. It's fine.
Because you got that Sage to Gemini sample.
Which one?
Fuck, the one you played at the party at Trev's.
Oh no, that's the gas pedal one.
Yeah, the gas pedal one. Yeah. No, but that's not on Spotify. But I'm saying that's on SoundCloud. But that wouldn't fly on Spotify, I don't think.
Yeah, well, like that EP, for some reason, I'm just getting heaps of plays on it right now.
Yeah, so it's a few thousand each.
Yeah, that's a good thing about SoundCloud is like their algorithm's always changing.
Yeah.
So if someone else releases a song similar, like yours will show up.
Yeah.
I love it, and like I can like see who's listening to my music and stuff. Like
yeah. Which
like
demographic pop up as, like countries wise?
So Melbourne. And then Ireland. Yeah. So
Ireland loves a dwarf.
Yeah. Well, like they love that scene as well.
Yeah.
So shout out all my Ireland lovers. And also just like a bit of the UK.
Yeah.
Like and Sydney as well. So yeah, it's kind of like weird, like looking at that, because like I could show you my demographics now and like so many different countries though.
Yeah.
Like US even, just like. Do the US even have like
it's crazy.
But yeah, it's kind of cool, and like you can see like on SoundCloud who's like listening to your music as well. Like sometimes I get like an artist it's like really big, like listen.
Yeah.
I'm like shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's mad, dude. What the fuck? So yeah, that's pretty cool as well. So yeah, in terms of like music, bro, like just keep working at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always getting better at it as well, which is good. So,
yeah. What's your goals in terms of music? You got any goals?
I just want to like play live a lot more.
Yeah. Not fussed about numbers.
Man, no numbers. No, don't worry about numbers. Just you got to have faith in.
You know what? But you know what? This is from all my DJs. Sorry if in the background you can hear Tom getting Uber Eats. Shout out Tom, but. On TikTok, bro, people post sounds and like, did you see that Disco Lines Baby Girl song?
Yeah, got taken down though.
Yeah, it got taken down. Childish Gambino, you're a prick. But like, you know that's the song, right? Yeah. But like, I reckon like for you especially, I was going to say it to you in the car, but like if you post your sounds on there, who fucking knows what it's going to pick up?
Exactly. I mean, that song is fucking good though.
Oh, it's a cracker song.
Yeah.
So there's heaps of songs I found that are like sampled from like just on TikTok, just picked up.
Yeah.
And just went.
It's good to see, like, at first, like, bro, I was like, I'm never downloading TikTok.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
But now I'm like addicted.
Introduce me to some good music.
Yeah. And like, yeah, you get a lot of good music from it as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I've found some songs on there, like, and I'm like, oh shit, this is alright, eh?
Yeah.
Because like I follow a lot of like house pages and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's what's cracker about TikTok is the algorithm.
Yeah, the algorithm on TikTok is mad.
Yeah.
But you know, like it's kind of hard to just make it hit like that, eh?
Yeah.
And like I've tried to do it in the past, like
it's a natural process. You can't.
This is how I made
try to make
song.
it hit.
Yeah, like I made 2 TikToks. I made like a Leroy edit, with Stay.
Yeah.
I never released it because someone else released it, and I was like, fuck, like.
Yeah.
Once that sample's done, like it's kind of just like, oh man, like.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with rap edits as well, is that, like, especially in techno and stuff, like, if you make a rap edit and it just like, if you make like a rap edit, like, that song could get dead, like go dead, like real quickly, and then like you've got that edit.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what else have I got here, lad? Long-term goals. Gerb in 5 years, bro. Think about Gerb 5 years ago. Fuck, changed a bit, eh?
I know. I was thinking about it before I came on here. Like
5 years ago, you were in year 12.
I was gonna say, like, when I first like was doing all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if I told myself that 3 years ago, like, bro, I'll
be in Melbourne DJing.
I wouldn't believe myself, eh? But I mean, that's what time does to you. 5
years from now, what's your like? Where you see yourself?
5 years from now, bro, I want to be working full-time graphic designer.
Yeah.
Because that's my priority. Like, I want to have a full-time job, be hustling and whatnot.
And DJ just as
and I want to have like an established fan base. Like, it doesn't have to be massive or anything, but you know, like, just like, I'd be happy with like if like 100 people. Like,
if DJing was paying the bills plus would you go full-time DJ?
Yeah, it would I guess it would depend.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be signed to a like booking agency.
Yeah.
That's another goal of mine.
Yeah.
My friend just signed for like a good agency as well, which is mad. So yeah, like I mean, you just gotta keep working harder. Like that's the main thing with it. Like, just believe in yourself as well. Like,
is that your biggest advice to young DJs, young graphic designers out there?
Yeah, believe in yourself, have faith, be yourself as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
be yourself.
Just trust the process.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people hate the process, but the process is like what I love about it.
Process is the whole fun, like the fun part. Destination is not what you think it is.
Nah.
Never what you think it is.
So yeah. I mean, just have faith. Like what I said before, believe in yourself. Hey.
Yeah.
Just gotta do it.
That's it for the Gerb episode. Spotify.
Yeah.
Spotify and
look
SoundCloud.
me up on Spotify. It's just Gerb.
Yeah.
Pretty simple name.
Instagram, Gerb.g.
That's how everyone knows me. Gerb.g.
Yeah.
SoundCloud, Gerb.
Yeah.
Snapchat, Gerbos.
Yeah, Gerbos. Yeah.
Don't have me.
As always, Helos and Co on TikTok, helosandco.com, copper corduroy hat or something. Helos and Co on Instagram and Facebook. And that's it for this week. Thank you for listening. See you next week.
See you.